this is just really weird. I'm feeling incredibly strong. I'm not getting any sort of burn like I usually get. Workout complete. I really cannot describe how amazing and effective the felt. I'm actually in disbelief right now.
I felt like I was on steroids. I truly felt like I was on steroids.
I would start very low and just record the whole thing, I guess, and see if you shit yourself.
I literally shit myself. I just watched a Tennyson video, and his video was all about pre-workout. So today we're going to be trying something disgusting. He made a video on what compounds can react the best to your body when working out and like what can give you the best pump. So basically the best pre-workout. Turns out these were his results.
Beet juice and baking soda, 5 stars.
So today we're going to be trying beet and baking soda. Already blended it up. Here it is. Take a couple spoonfuls of this. What is the ratio of this to this for it to be effective? I have no idea. We're just gonna like play around with our body. Oh my goodness, it's so thick. It looks like strawberry jelly. This junk is disgusting. It's the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life, and it's so salty. Okay, I'm at the gym now, or pulling in. All right, so let me tell y'all what happened to me, bro. So I'm finna give y'all the fully raw, uncut, uncensored truth, none but the truth and the whole truth, you feel me? So that's what we finna do. And you might be disgusted. You might not want to be my friend after I tell you all this information. But, you know what I'm saying? This is an experiment. This whole thing was an experiment. This was all for the sake of science. So I did what I did. So this is what happened. The concoction was disgusting. It was gross. It was thick. It was salty. And it was intolerable. I chugged it. I was gagging while I was chugging it. I went to the gym. I walked in the gym feeling nauseous. Walked into the locker room feeling nauseous. Put my bag down feeling nauseous. And then I pulled out my other drink because I had like an actual just regular drink. I drank the other drink and I started feeling better. I started feeling better because I was getting the horrible taste out of my mouth and I started to feel less nauseous. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready to walk out of this locker room and like start working out. But when I tell you, bro, I went to the usual spot where I typically start my workout, because what I do typically is I start to warm up. First thing I do is stretch. I stretch for an hour. Like I be in the gym for like sometimes 3-4 hours, and the first entire hour is just me like stretching and warming up. So like I went to where I usually go to stretch, and boom, like I stretched, did my usual routine, and I just started my workout when I was like ready. And bro, when I tell you, I started my workout with such vigor, my guy. I was just going stupid. Like I was doing everything that I usually do, but like I'm telling you, typically when I'm in the gym, I can be in the gym for 3-4 hours. The routine that I usually do, I was doing that, but I was doing it much faster. I was doing everything, but much faster. Zero fatigue. Was not tired. Was not out of breath, and I was just going crazy. Like I felt like I was on steroids. I truly felt like I was on steroids. It was crazy. And I know haters in the comments gonna be all, but how do you know what steroids feel like, Josh?
Shut up! You don't know nothing about anything.
I felt good. You feel me? Like I felt uncharacteristically good. Mind you, typically when I walk into the gym, when I walk in anxious as fuck. Like I walk in low key with anxiety. Like I'm a little not jittery, but like I don't look at nobody. I really don't be making eye contact with nobody. I just beeline to the locker room and like I don't be wanting to talk to nobody. And then when I start my workouts and when I'm like doing my workout, the testosterone, the blood flow, the good energy, the health, the aura boost, the strength, the muscle pump, the shred, all these benefits that come with maintaining your health and building your body and working out, they start to affect my everything. And by the time I'm finished with my workout, I leave the gym with no anxiety and I leave feeling like $1,000,000 every time. So the gym for me really typically balances out my hormones and like brings me back to homeostasis and gets me right. You feel me? So that's one of the reasons why I do it. You know, aside from just general longevity and I want to live a long time. You feel me? And I'm aware that like moving your body and health is a one of the key aspects to being able to do that. But anyway, like I'm saying, I felt way better than I usually feel when I'm working out. I'm knocking it out quicker. Well, that's two. No fatigue, just not boom, the whole nine. And this old man, he wasn't old. He was not old. He was handsome dude, regular dude. You feel me? He was fit. He was just older than me. And he seen me and he come up to me like while I'm in the middle of my like set that I'm doing, like mind you, I'm doing it explosively. Like I be looking like a ninja when I train because I do things that like it's calisthenics. So like when you're in a gym full of people that are just lifting, it looks unusual what you're doing. So it's like I usually kind of get eyes and attention, but like this dude, he had came up to me in the middle of my stuff and he's like, "Oh, so you're a gymnast?" And oh, you've been doing this for years, huh? Like you've been a gymnast your whole life. I can tell when someone's been a gymnast since they were a child. And I'm like, nah, sir, I really just started, And he's like, he called me a liar. He was like, "You're lying," or he didn't say you're lying. He said, "Don't lie." Um, I can tell when someone's been doing this for years or something like that. And my voice got higher because I got a little defensive. Not, I wasn't angry, but I was like, no, like I'm not lying. I swear to God, So I was like, no, so no, you got it all wrong. Like I've been doing this for about 3 months. Like I really just started. You know what I'm saying? I shifted my goals. I started. I wanted to do calisthenics. I gained an interest in handstands. Started training handstand. Blah blah blah. And I started, just talking to him. And he left eventually, and I'm still knocking out my set. And boom. No fatigue, right? No fatigue, no lactic acid buildup, no like I wasn't getting tired and I wasn't getting fatigued, but the fire started to burn out and I started to like slow down. You feel me? What I was doing. And what happened was I ended up finding myself just like looking, like staring at the wall that I typically be on because I'd be doing handstands, so I train with the wall, like kick my feet up on the wall, train handstand. So I end up like just looking at the wall, just staring at it, and I had said to myself, I was like, I just remember these words. I just remember saying like, I don't know if I can do this, and I started rubbing my belly, bro, and my belly started grumbling, bro. It started grumbling, and then next thing you know, pew, bathroom, straight to the locker room, zoom to the locker room, and my entire existence fell out of my body. I'm sorry, Grandma. I know you love me. You're a big supporter. You're gonna watch this for sure. My my entire intestines fell out. Fell out. And yeah, that happened. I hate using the restroom in public. I will never do it. But that little concoction, that drink, it was almost like food poisoning. It turned me to like Superman. And I tell you, I felt like I was on steroids for the first half. And then the second half came and after I blew it up and after I made pretty much everyone run out of the bathroom and the locker room with my explosive, I went back out there. I went back. I told you it was a raw and uncut, so this is what happened. So boom, I started back working out. Like I went back, I recovered. Like I was straight. And I started, working out, filming, getting some B-roll. And I finished my little workout. But when I tell you, was it worth it? I don't know. Would I drink it? Yeah, I'm going, obviously I'm going to work out tomorrow. And
On the next day. And the next day. And the next day.
But will I be drinking that tomorrow? It's a no for me. I will probably never drink that again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's not. I wouldn't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to subject myself to that anymore, ever again, if I don't have to.